Hey guys, this is Candle and welcome back to Final Fantasy II. So I did a little bit of grinding, things are a little bit better, but it's gonna take way too long to grind up to where we need to go in order to defeat Ultimate Weapon. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna push forward straight to the final boss, and we'll take a look at the other optional boss fights, because they're all optional, and we'll see what we can do. And I probably won't be able to beat the final boss as is, so I'm going to end up downloading somebody else's save game, which is like right before the final boss with like max stats and everything. We'll see how we do with that. So yeah, I know it's kind of cheating, but it's gonna take way too long to grind up, and it's not necessary. I'm ready to move on to Final Fantasy III. A palace? This must be Pandemonium, Palace of the Lord of Hell. Yes, indeed it is, and it's pretty much the same as the other map, it's just flipped backwards, just as the Jade Passage was. So, we've got a ways to go, and we're probably not going to do too well here. Actually, we're doing decently well against Ouroboros, so that's good at least. You know, if we're lucky, maybe we can actually get to the final boss without too much incident. I don't know. Pandemonium was hell on Earth for Therian and company, and they were like a hell of a lot stronger, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. Yeah, there goes a self-destruct, which thankfully does 0 damage. It just... this is not what I signed up for a huge amount of grinding that I have to do for this. That's not fun. You know, this is supposed to be a quick addendum to the game's story, and instead it's all grinding all the time, and like, that is not my idea of fun. That is not even remotely what I'm in this for. So, yeah, like I said, you know, we'll see what we can do. Alright, we'll get what we can, but we'll see what we can do. We're going without the Ultimate Tome right now. So, yeah. Little Murderer, Ouroboros, Bloodstone, or Blood Bones, and Mini Satana. And of course, a couple of our guys are paralyzed. The good news is, most of these enemies don't seem to be too tough. They do hit a bit harder than I would like, though. But again, they don't seem to be too tough, at least. So we'll see what happens. You know, it's the optional bosses and the final boss himself that I'm kind of worried about. And there goes Scott. Already goes down. You know, not too surprising. Not even slightly. Oh boy, okay. And of course, Minwu still can't hit worth a fucking damn. Minwu, man. Bring Scott back, please. Yosef is, of course, down almost, because he got cursed. Now he is down. Oh. It's just not even remotely fun. We're at such a serious disadvantage. We have to spend hours and hours and hours grinding, and it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I don't mind grinding for like half an hour, 45 minutes in order to continue, but when I have to grind for hours and hours, no, it's just, no. I mean, the good news is, now that we've made it in here, I don't think there's like any more bits to the story until we go up against the Emperor himself. So, there's that at least. But we'll see what happens. I have no idea what's gonna happen. We're already not looking good. Like, seriously, not even remotely good. I really hope I'm not gonna end up missing out on any cutscenes or anything. Alright, bring Yosef back. It's just... ugh. There goes Scott again. We're able to bring Yosef back, but we can't make any headway against this party. There's like no point to continuing on here right now. Alright. Let's try loading. Oh, great. I forgot I didn't save. So, I gotta do my other preparations again. Yay! oh my god. It's like not fun. Not even remotely fun. Like seriously. Alright, on we go. I didn't stock up on items, but that's alright. Yes, yes, I know. Already did that. Let's go ahead and save. So I don't have to do that again. Alright. First fight. And I know I was zooming fast. Hit the wrong button. Of course it's an ambush. It's like I can't even fully engage with the game right now because I know, like, we're dead. We're already dead. So this isn't even, like, remotely enjoyable right now. Fuck it. It's Pandemonium, but in reverse. You know, you guys have already seen Pandemonium. The only loot here, basically, there's some Genji armor, there's some ultimate weapons for everybody. But that's it. So I shall see you guys when I've got those new saves. Alright, we're back. We are... Yeah, everything's maxed out. Why? Oh, duh. Configuration. Gotta change that. No, not language settings. Controls. There we go. That's better. Okay. Yes, we're back. Everything's fixed now. Took me a while to figure out what the hell I was doing, but everything's maxed out. So we shouldn't have too much trouble against this guy. Hopefully. Please. People have, like, no equipment? Wow, okay. Oh, we have, like, max everything. Okay, so just do optimal, 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 optimal. Woo! Yeah. I know this is cheating, but, you know, I don't feel bad. When the game stacks it so hard against you, it's not fun. It's not even remotely fun to just sit there and grind. This is not that good of a game to do that. So, but I do want to see, like, how this ends. So yes, the guy here looks quite a bit different. We're actually going to... Why is that? Where? Let's go controls again. No. That's weird. Where's my dash? There we go. Dash off. There we go. That's what I want. I want to hold the button to do dash. Alright, so if we backtrack just a little bit, we can take a look around and basically, I'm not going to have any trouble with any of this now. Basically, what I want to do is see whether or not the chests are open or not. Did somebody hack the game in order to make this? Or did they actually legitimately get everything? They probably, you know, hacked the game to get this because they've got, like, all items and everything in here. But yeah, everybody's just completely maxed out. And I am completely fine with that. Chaos Rider, still taking a little bit of trouble, though. But again, I am completely fine with that because it is not worth putting in the effort to grind this. So, if I can figure out where the hell I even am... Yeah, we want to go up and then in, I think. Alright, preemptive. We'll get to the fight soon enough. The fight against the Emperor soon enough. I just want to make sure. And again, I don't think we are missing any story at all up to this point. Alright. Let's attack. Alright. Yeah, like I said, we'll get to the Emperor soon enough and talk to him and so on. I just want to see, like, if there's any loot available. Mostly because... Oh, I went too far, didn't I? Mostly because I just want to see whether or not... you know what? Screw it. Screw it. We'll just go straight to it. Okay. So yeah, all of my saves are gone. They completely got wiped away. I don't even know how, but they did. before I replace them with these. So yeah, we have like Max at Pandemonium, Max in Unknown Palace. Let's go ahead and just talk to him. Let's do this. Let's finish it. The Emperor says, "Welcome, holy warriors." The Emperor? But not the Emperor you have come to know. He is somehow different from the creature I fought. You must permit me to apologize for his indiscretions. Firion and his companions did indeed defeat me. I died once at their hands. Then came the rift, the split between the light half and the dark. A light half? Yes, my dark half plummeted to hell, where he gained his fell power. There he became master of Pandemonium. Then this isn't Pandemonium? Though they look alike, you now stand in Arubboth, Palace of the Heavens. The passage you thought was Jade is in fact Rakia, realm of fallen angels. Angels who have sinned and are twisted into beasts and cast out into its depths. I found myself here and became Lord of Arubboth. As for you, Menwu, who forfeited your life to lift the seal of Ultima. Scott, who fell defending the remote Kashuan Keep. Yosef, crushed by a falling boulder in Borgen's trap. And Rickard, the last dragoon, who sacrificed himself to my dark half. You who lost your lives fighting the Emperor, it was I who brought you here. Why? To beg your forgiveness, of course. The good must pay penance for the deeds of the wicked, and I mean to. You want us to forgive you? Is that all? You've got some nerve. You mock us. I expected you'd say as much. Reluctance to forgive has long been a human failing. It is in man's nature to sin, yet you answer sin with violence upon violence. Is that not itself a sin? Huh? Forgive me, and you shall have life eternal. You can live in this paradise for all time. Forgive you? Eternal life, huh? In paradise, no less. Again, I offer my apologies for the discourtesies committed by my dark half. Now you must forgive me. Yeah, I don't think so. Rickard! Daddy! Do not be fooled. Yes, Gordon, Hilda. Look, they still continue the struggle. Yeah, Firion, Maria, Guy, and Leon. Here they are going off against the Emperor himself. So that's why I wanted you to select the save that you loaded up. Alright. Elixir. So yeah, they're going up against the dark half of the Emperor. This is actually really interesting. I just wish it wasn't locked behind so much damn grind. And I'm so glad that somebody was hosting save files on the internet that put you like right at the final battle. Thank God for that. Starfall 10. Yeah, I remember that spell. Thankfully we didn't have too much trouble against the Emperor. Yeah, I'm ready for Final Fantasy 3, so yeah, let's move on. Ultima level 16, so that's like max Ultima. Damn. By the way, I have no control over this. We're just like watching their fight. I'm gonna be a dragoon. A Kane. Don't worry about me. Yeah. You are the pride of Kashuan, my brother. I will never give up. You can do no less, says Hilda. And now they fade from Arubboth. Alright. So yeah, we did miss out on 4 bosses. The Yamatano Orochi, which is a multi-headed dragon. Lucifer, which is of course the fallen angel. Steel Giant, which is a classic Final Fantasy enemy. And the Beelzebub Soul, which is like just a harder Beelzebub. Why do you hesitate? Do you not desire eternal life? I'm already dead. I didn't come this far to dishonor myself now. My hopes live on in those who remain. We chose to die, but we died so that others might live. Foolish men. If you will not have eternal life, I will give you eternal suffering. So now we have to face the light half of the Emperor. And guys, he's got 25,000 health. The Dark Emperor had 15,000. This guy has 25,000. And yeah, he's pretty powerful. Granted, we probably won't have too much trouble. Why is my thing's not working again? Oh, because I didn't change it when I loaded. God damn it. I gotta use the D-pad. Well, that sucks. Let's just do straight attacks and see how that does. Oh, I forgot to prepare everybody. Okay, I'll be back in a second. Alright, let's try this again now that everybody's kitted out properly. Let's go straight attacks. This guy shouldn't be too tough, though. As long as we can deal like several thousand damage in each turn. And maybe not. Alright, so he's got like high physical defense. So our best bet is probably spells. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to go ahead and do a protect on the party. And you have flare, so we'll go ahead and use that. You have... you do not have Ultima. Oh, I think that's on Minwoo, probably. But you have Shell, so we'll go ahead and do that. And you have... okay, you have Ultima, so we'll go ahead and cast that. Maybe Minwoo has Holy then. Again, this is somebody else's save, so I don't know like what everybody has. But it's kind of interesting to see how this is going now. Okay, so maxed out flare does 1700, so that's good at least. And Ultima, maxed out, does... damn! Okay, Ultima's the way to go. And you also do not have Holy. I was hoping you had Holy. Oh well, that's okay. It doesn't really matter. Let's go... let's use Blink, why not? And, no, I did not want you to defend. I want you to keep using Flare. I do not want you to defend. Why is that on memory again? I didn't change that back. Alright, let's have you use Warp? Yeah, let's see what that does. Damn it, I did not mean to, do... It's on memory, that's the problem. Alright. With memory, you really only have to alter the one you want to change. So Warp heals him. Okay, so let's not use Warp again. And we've already taken down, like, a third of his health with Ultima. We just gotta do it again. Alright, you attack. Yeah, keep on the flare. You attack. And you keep on Ultima. And that should be it. Just keep with those commands, and this fight will be over. And lickety-split, and we'll finally be able to see the end of this. And I do not fucking care that I cheated by grabbing somebody else's save. I do not care. I don't care what anybody says. It is still a legitimate way to see the end of this game. A legitimate way to beat the game. Hey, you guys are even watching me play, rather than, you know, playing it yourselves. So, you know, there's that. Who's the cheater now? You know, I actually watch a lot of Let's Plays in order to get games off my backlog, to have the experience of having gone through them without putting in the time and effort of playing it myself, because some games just aren't worth it. And Final Fantasy II is, in my mind, it's probably the weakest in terms of gameplay for all of the Final Fantasy games. Because it's that damn leveling system, that's the problem. You know, it's very difficult to keep up with everything, and then Soul of Rebirth needing to do all of the constant grinding. I would have had to sit here and do some grinding for like 6 to 8 hours in order to get where we needed to be in order to take on the Unknown Palace and the ultimate weapon and everything. So it's just not worth it. Not even remotely worth it. You've changed nothing. Your bloody legacy of war and violence will not end here. Ugh. Alright. That's it. Oh. And they defeat the bad ones. Unbelievable. Defeated by insects like you. Not once, but twice. Who are you? Ugh. So the Emperor is completely defeated now. That is the end of the main story there. The end of Final Fantasy 1. Or not Final Fantasy 1. The end of Final Fantasy 2. And now the end of Soul of Rebirth. It's finally over, isn't it? It was a long struggle, but with the Emperor gone, we've nothing left to fear. Thank you. With all my heart, I thank you. We already saw most of this, but now we have added context from being from Minwoo and Company's side. With the combined strength of Kashwan and Finn, we will rebuild the kingdom anew. Together, Princess, we will create a kingdom even fairer than the old. Though once a coward, I now stand here a new man. I have all of you to thank for that. You have my deepest gratitude. I'm sure Scott is smiling down on me from above. And yeah, I'd say he is. There he is. Gordon, how strong you've grown. Of course, they can't see us. They don't know we're here. Look at you. Do you realize what you've done? Who am I supposed to steal from with the Empire gone? You put me out of a job. I guess I'll just have to start stealing from you. Better watch your backs. And Paul out. You sure showed him, Firion. You're every bit the bloke I pegged you for. If you ever feel like trying your hand at pirating... What? That not sit well with you, Maria? Haha, looks like your next battle's already begun, Firion. And Layla, out. You did it. I'm sure my dad's happy for you too, up there above the clouds. I'm going to be working here, serving the princess. I just want to do whatever I can to help out. And yep, there's Yosef, saying goodbye to my Nellie, my dear sweet Nellie, such a brave girl. And that leaves Rickard. We've decided to live in Finn too. Kane will never grow up to be a good dragoon if we're always running from our past. I'm not running from nothing. I've got my own wyvern and I'm going to be the best dragoon ever. I guess that was Rickard's family? I guess it makes sense. You will, Kane. The blood of the dragoon flows in your veins. And of course, the last dragoon is named Kane. We will now dedicate ourselves to the task of restoring what was lost. Farewell. Words cannot express my gratitude to you all. And off they go. Gordon, look after Hilda for me. War finally over. Yes. We can live in peace again, together. Except for Leon. Right, Leon? For us, there can be no going back. But why? Don't go. Firion, stop him. Maria, Leon is right. We've been through too much. I can't stop him. Not now. Leon, we will meet again. Well, we should be going too. This is only the beginning. I think that's our cue. This is their time now. Do you think they're up to it, Minwoo? I believe they are. If anyone can change our legacy of violence, they can. And so Scott fades, Yosef fades, Rickard fades, and Minwoo fades away. And thus we have the end of the Soul of Rebirth. Their long struggle was finally at an end. The Emperor, Pandemonium. The monsters plaguing the world. All had vanished without a trace. I'm trying to see if this is any different from the other ending. I don't think it is at this point. I think it's pretty much the same thing. Peace had returned once more. The wounds of the war would mend. And the memory of those bitter days would fade. Yeah, I don't think this is different at all, but one thing would never be forgotten. That a band of young heroes once saved the world. Yep, that's the it. Alright, that is finally we're done with Final Fantasy II. And like I said, it does suck that I kind of had to resort to using somebody else's hacked save with like everything maxed out in order to finish this. But I am not above cheating. You know, this is a single player game, it's not multiplayer, so I'm not above cheating. You know, it's for my own enjoyment and for those of you on YouTube. And so what if I didn't struggle for it? It just was not worth the time and all the grinding that would have been necessary. You know, I think I learned my lesson with Age of Wonders and that Cult of Storm scenario that I sunk a dozen hours into and half a dozen different attempts and still could not beat it without cheating. So, yeah. Moving forward, I am going to try to, I'm going to give it my best effort before I resort to cheating. Cheating is always going to be a last resort for me, you know, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. So anyways, that is it for Final Fantasy II. We will be back next time. We'll be back probably tomorrow with Final Fantasy III. We'll start that off. I had a bit of a debate with myself over which version to play. I didn't want to do the NES version. I'd have to do a translated ROM for that anyways, but I didn't want to do the NES version because we've been doing like the most up-to-date versions, which leaves the 3D versions, and there's the DS, the original DS version, which is the first version of the 3D remake. There is, and then it got ported to mobile, and then PSP and Steam. And I think we'll going to be doing the Steam version. All four are basically the same. Their interfaces are a little bit different depending on the platform. The only problem with the Steam version of Final Fantasy III is it's a direct port of the mobile version. They did not change the interface at all, so it's still kind of like mobile-centric. It's still clearly designed for a touchscreen. And the aspect ratio is a little bit weird as well, but you know, I format all my videos for 16:9 anyways, because that's what most people are viewing these on, are 16:9 or wider screens, so either on their TV or on their computer screen. So anyways, that is it for now. I shall see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Please remember to comment, rate, and subscribe.